Anime genres. If you're just starting to watch anime, you will have realized that, just like Saber clones, there is a vast sea of different types of anime ranging from lighthearted feels-good man shows to, damn, this is a lot of our society. For a newbie just starting to watch anime, it may feel daunting on what shows to watch because your experience with the medium hasn't really developed yet. But fear not, citizens, as I have come up with a foolproof strategy that by the end of this video, you will understand every anime, for the most part, that has ever came out, along with all the quirks and features the show brings. Also, if you find this video entertaining and want to see more, leaving a like on this video will let me know that this video is what you want to see. And if you're new around here or just found this channel, consider hitting the subscribe button. I mean, you don't have to, but since you're here, you might as well. And with that out of the way, the Izukai genre, or what I like to call the H&M of anime. If the late 90s to early 2000s was considered the golden age of anime, each crafted by a master animator that took decades to perfect their skills in drawing an anime titty. The recent stuff is like a factory from the 1920s, pumping out anime after anime, hoping at least one resonates with the viewers. The word Izukai has basically become industrialized to a point where any action/fantasy anime taking place in another world is considered an isekai by the common folk. These so-called isekai shows are the typical fantasy/harem anime companies vomit out each season, where the MC is super overpowered and died in a tragic accident that could have been preventable. Along with that, they also have a quirky gimmick like a smartphone or knowledge of a certain thing from the modern era, say guns or medicine, I don't know. Also with the so-called isekai genre, our main protagonist is either a student from high school, a former NEET, or an overworked salaryman. Their main goal is to kill the demon lord or whatever. Sometimes they like to spice it up and like the true villain is the kingdom itself, so we gotta kill the king and rebuild it from scratch. But the real journey was the friends we made along the way. Also, just like any RPG, they have like the starting town that is like a default template with the river going through it. If you just watch one of these so-called isekai genre shows, you've basically seen all of them. These types of shows resonate with the teenagers the most, and I don't see the hype dying down anytime soon. In any case, if you enjoy seeing a man struggle to handle all the ladies around him and are currently going through the awkward stage in life, this is the genre that you're looking for, and this is what you're going to be expecting. Slice of life, or what I like to call house music. These are the shows that you watch because you heard of it from other videos and or friends that say you should watch this because it's easy to understand. Shows under the slice of life genre has comedy elements meant for 13-year-olds but are more relatable to 30-year-olds, and it's either really deep and cuts into the soul, say A Silent Voice, or is about the day in the life of an average middle schooler. It has romance elements that is either the main focus or a side plot that is super quirky, say an old teacher and a morning baker from Fifth Avenue. Hashtag relatable, but to a certain point because in a few years the things that are hashtag relatable won't be anymore. Lucky Star is an example. Usually a group of 4 to 5 people that their personalities weirdly work together and will have at least one episode focusing on just one of them and the problems that they're dealing with. Again, there is a quirky gimmick because you gotta stand out somehow. So quirky gimmicks like they are a music band, they are from the countryside, they can transport into other people's body, I don't know. Shows like these are the lo-fi hip-hop beat/music to study to for your eyes after a long days of work or you're experiencing some negative vibes. Full slice of life anime won't be appealing to new viewers. Take the Non-Nonbiori series. Really good show, but I just don't think it's good to recommend as a first show to watch. If you're just wanting to relax and enjoy yourself, slice of life is the way to go. Komodo hype shows, aka the shonen genre. These are the shows that have massive cult followings all around the world and are the gateway for newbies into anime. They all start out the same way, where the main protagonist is hella weak, a little weak boy, little small weak boy who is picked on for being abnormal. But due to some miracle, he finds the right person who sees a strong being in him and starts the training. The protagonist also has a rival that, despite saying that they're nothing alike, they are totally alike. They also have some super tragic backstory that they use as a plot point. Say one or both parents died and now the person he looked up to or she looked up to is about to die thanks to the big baddies. And at the end of each arc there's an intense fight that the main protagonist will use the power of friendship to save the day. And if you weren't sold on the show before, there will always be that one episode that everyone watches and start posting the clip on Twitter while also making A and Bs out of it. Like the Izukai genre, the Komodo hype has some heavy hitters that many teenagers will find joy in, and these shows are what new viewers should start with. My Hero Academia and Demon Slayers are excellent examples on what to expect, and after just a taste of it, the taste of shonen, for the teenagers, they can't stop thinking about the next big thing. Oh boy, there's a lot of things under this tag. Science fiction or the sci-fi genre, the loot box of anime. Summarizing this is going to be tough as shows under this genre can range from advanced technology like space travel and biomods to humans that are centuries away from us, to supernatural phenomenons we see in conspiracy documentaries. But here we go. When watching anything under the sci-fi genre, usually the setting is taking place on Earth, but it's retextured or it's like labeled something else like Gaia, where civilization has advanced at a far greater pace than us humans. Not in Izukai though, because it's still technically on Earth and not a different planet. Either everyone important is a high schooler or someone in their late 20s. The main protagonist is really OP, like mega mind OP, but tries to downplay his skills or is just ignorant. They have a wide range of characters, but they don't give you a hemorrhage every time they do an action. Generally, you need like a high IQ mind to understand what's happening in the show to fully grasp the situation and the geopolitical implication it has 10 episodes down the line. Also, the sci-fi genre contains most of the classic anime people in the 2014s will recommend. Speaking of which, this really isn't a genre, but the shows here are genre defining in my opinion. These shows are most likely our first interaction with the medium. Shows that we as in the 1990s and early 2000 kids, sorry anyone born after that, this can't apply to you that much. Should have swam faster to be honest, but still stick around. Anime like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Naruto, Dragon Ball, etc. are the Saturday cartoons we wake up early for each week as we quickly gulp down our food because eating and watching TV was a no-no in the house. Compared to the shonen stuff now, these shows are like the heavyweight champions in anime, or even your great grandma will know what you're talking about. They have reached such global scales never seen before and is universally known due to marketing and years of promoting the show through elaborate yet clever ways. Shows in this genre are extremely long. You think My Hero Academia with the 5 seasons is long? No. Some of them can reach the 300 episode mark and usually takes a decade for the source material to run its course. For a show to fall under this category, it must transcend generations. So let's take Pokemon for example. Huge nostalgia factor. My dad knows about it. I know about it. You probably know about it, you younger people. Future generations will know about Pokemon. But the newer generation doesn't want to watch the old Pokemon. They want to watch the new one. These shows are what I like to call in the moment. You watch them in the moment of that time frame, and any future generations won't watch it. A good example is Naruto. All the people who grew up with Naruto are all old and rusty. That's why Boruto exists. It's for the newer people to have their own Naruto. Okay, speedrun time because this video is getting a bit long. So, mechas. This genre is self-explanatory. Basically, big robots fight against other big robots or sometimes aliens. Usually the fight scenes are 3D, but some old anime robots are 2D. You're probably a Gundam fan, you know, the little characters and stuff like that if you watch Mecha, or you just watch SSSS Gridman and Sazurika dies, you horny ass. Historical. Literally every historical anime is based in Western countries like mid 1800s or 1900s or really old Japan Japan. Notable shows are Spice Wolf, Gintama, Black Butler, and Samurai Champloo. All good shows, 10 out of 10. Parody, take everything I just said up until now and shitpost on it. Konosuba is a great example of parody of isekai genres. Anything that's parody is good for the most part. The idol genre. Do you like to see a group of high school girls performing at a concert but it's all in CG and it's really bad? Do you want to invest thousands of dollars over the next few years just to buy their merchandise and see them live? Well, this genre is for you. There's only two big important idol animes that you'll probably hear about, which is the Love Live Project and Bang Dream. So watch it at your own risk. It's a rabbit hole. You're going to be spending mortgages and down payments just to buy the limited edition body pillow. They do have some good memes though. Sports. Do you like sports in real life? This is probably for you. The only sports anime you probably watch is Haikyuu and that basketball one and maybe Megalobox. Cars. There's literally only one car anime, so Initial D, only watch that. You're only a fan of Initial D if you watch car genres. Shonen Ai, Yaoi, Yuri. So Shonen Ai, equivalent to Shonen, but for girls. Yaoi, I think that's boys on boys love. Yuri, girls on girls action. And finally, our last genre, dementia. Dementia is a genre that I didn't even know was a thing until I started researching it. But it is on here because it covers a vast range of shows that you newbies might be interested in. From mystery to demons. If you're looking for a show that will mess you up and change all your worldviews, this genre is right for you. Most of the shows are considered old, like the 2000s old, and is also plagued with really low ratings on now. But some notable shows include Neon Genesis, Serial Experiment Lane, When They Cry or Yagurashi, I think I pronounced that right, probably didn't, and Boogie Pop Phantom. Those last two got remakes, so go ahead and watch those, I guess. And with that, I had basically listed all the anime genres. Well, the important ones at least. And before you people in the comments start berating me, yes, I know I'm really oversimplifying each anime genre. This video would have been 40 minutes long if I didn't cut down the fluff. I don't want to overwhelm any new anime viewers, so I compressed everything down to just 13 categories. Alright, that's about it. My name is Apolic. If you haven't already, go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you want more. And comment down below your top anime to recommend to new viewers or anything that I missed. And I will talk to you all later.